Welcome back everyone. I hope you all are hale and hearty. I Jyoti welcome you all to RKP online classes, and as in our previous video we have completed the explanation of our poem on killing a tree. So today we will be discussing about the title, theme and message of our poem. So let's start with the title itself. So as everyone knows, the title is On Killing a Tree. So the very first view that we get from this title is that we are given a subject on which the poet is going to talk in the poem. Clear? Like on he has talked, so he has provided us a subject on which he will be talking in the poem. So we can say that we are getting a manual or a to-do list type things. Everyone knows what is a manual. Like whenever we buy an appliance or any electronic or any toy, we get a small booklet in which we are told about the features of that particular thing that we have bought. So similarly, this title is telling us that what should be the process, what should be the to-do method for killing a tree and how it is going to happen. So as we have seen in all the four stanzas of our poem, let's see what was there. In first stanza we are told that it is not that easy to kill a tree. In second, the poet addresses the person who was cutting a tree and tells him that the way that he is doing is not at all appropriate. It will not help him meet his motive. It will not help him meet his aim that he wants to have at the end of the task. In the third, he tells what should the person who is cutting the tree do. He is providing him directions on how to process his action or his work at hand. In the fourth stanza, we are told what will happen after the person has completed his task. That means after he has uprooted the tree, what will happen after that? And as everyone must be remembering, what happened at last? The roots got shrunk as the moisture was lost because of the evaporation due to the sun, and the air also absorbed moisture from the roots, and the roots that were white in color finally turned brown. They turned brown and they were soft earlier, they were tender, and at last they were hardened. So in all the four stanzas, the topic that was the main subject that was being dealt was our tree. Tree was the center point of the poem, and on which topic? On killing a tree. The topic was of killing the tree. The action that was described in the poem is of killing a tree. So we can say that our title is simple and appropriate. The title is simple and appropriate. And one more thing that we get, as the tree is personified in our poem by the words bleeding bark, as trees don't bleed, although they release a fluid named sap, as I've told you, but the word used here for the tree is bleeding. So we can say the tree is personified. So here, as we get to see that the tree has shown some feelings in the poem, how he is feeling, how he is taking all the torture that is coming upon him, and still he is bouncing back to life. So we can say that the nature of human has also been described as merciless. The nature of the person cutting a tree is merciless, and he is of callous nature. He has no idea. He is giving least thought to what the tree might be feeling. Clear? So we can see the callous and merciless nature of a human, and we can see that how the tree is taking everything that is coming towards him, and still he is not doing anything in return. Rather, he is showing us survival instincts. He is showing us survival instincts. He is showing us survival instincts. He is telling us that whatever happens in your life, don't give up. At last, you will have to come. You are there to survive. Your only purpose is there to survive and fulfill your duty. It is nothing else. If we are human, we should be sympathetic, we should be empathetic, we should help everyone. We should not show that we are superior. That is not at all done. So we should support each and everyone, and the nature of tree is that of giving. He gives us everything. He gives us oxygen to breathe. He gives us fruits to eat. And similarly, other plants or crops, we can say, other vegetation, they are helping us directly and indirectly in both the manners. But still, we are not caring for them and we are just destroying them. And what will happen after destroying them? Ultimately, we will have to suffer. Everyone knows that if trees are not there, global warming will rise. It has to rise, because trees are a balance of nature. They create a balance. As everyone must have seen, during lockdown, before lockdown, everyone was saying that the ozone layer is shrinking. There is a hole in the ozone layer because of which harmful UV rays are entering the earth. Everyone was listening about it. But within 2 to 3 months of lockdown, the ozone layer healed itself. Means nature is having so much power in itself that the nature doesn't need support of humans. If we leave them alone, if we don't disturb them, they will heal themselves. They don't need your support, but still we are harming them. Similarly, if you will not destroy the trees, remain the watering, leave it. Don't water the plants even. But nature will help it itself. The roots will go deeper, as in the deserts. In deserts, there is no one to water the plants. But still, there are some plants, though they are thorny plants. How are they surviving? As their roots go deep inside the earth. We can say in the earth cave as well. So deep inside the earth, the roots are going and they are managing on themselves. Similarly, here the poet is saying that leave them unattended. Don't disturb them. And the trees have miraculous power and they will grow back to their normal size and they will heal themselves. Clear? I hope the title is clear to each and every one. We get to see the survival instincts of the trees. We get to see the merciless and callous nature of humans and how the tree is reacting to it. What was the reaction? He didn't show any reaction in return. Rather, he accepted each and everything. He accepted everything that came in the stride. Clear? So that is about our title. So let's talk about our theme now. So let's talk about the theme. As I've told you, the poem is depicting the merciless and callous nature of humans. So we can say that the poem is a scathing criticism. Scathing criticism. Scathing means to give negative opinion of something. Negative opinion. Here we are obviously getting a negative opinion over the nature of humans, where the nature of the tree is applauded. What is the nature of tree? The strength of tree, we can say sturdiness. The sturdiness of the tree, the strength of the tree, and the capability to bear. Capability to bear everything that is coming in its way. Capability, we can say resilience. The tree is not saying anything in return. The tree is not attacking humans. Rather, it is bearing everything. So we get to see the strength of the trees. We get to see the capabilities of the trees, or we can say resilience. So we get to see two natures. which are in sharp contrast with each other, that of the human and that of the tree. So the next thing that we get to see is that this poem shows us how to do manual. As we have talked about this in the title as well, it is a how to do manual on cut of killing a tree. How to cut a tree, how it will behave, and what will happen to it after your action is completed. So we get to see all these points in our theme. The other thing that we get to see is that the tree is bearing everything in its stride, everything that is coming in its stride, everything coming in its stride, without discriminating, without vouching for justice. The tree is taking everything. What is coming in its way? What is it coming? The tree is being wounded. It is being maimed. Maimed means? Hurry up everyone, tell me what does maimed means. I have told you during the poem. Maimed means to cut one of the parts, to disfigure the tree. Whether it is being maimed, whether it is being wounded, whether it is being cut. But if you are leaving it unattended, it bounces back. How does it bounces back? It heals itself and the tree refuses to die. The tree refuses to die. Even when only its roots are remaining under the earth. Still we will see that after some time the shoot starts rising from the roots. So we get to see that even we should learn a lesson from the trees that in our life, however anxiety we are feeling, however depression we are in, doesn't matter whatsoever is coming in our way. Just remember one thing. If you have breath left with you, no matter whether you take a step back, doesn't matter. It's not so that you have to always move forward. You can take a step back, but you have to come with double energy. You have to bounce back. As we say about the lions, when they have to attack something which they seem that something is more powerful than them, what did they do? They step back and then they take a jump which is much higher than the usual jump. Similarly, you can take an example from yourself as well. Suppose I draw a line. This is a line. Here you are standing and I ask you that you have to jump here. What do you guys do? You just can't stand over here and take a jump. That would be a short jump. To take a long jump, what do you have to do? You will have to go some steps back, and from that step you will have to run and then take a jump, and you will achieve the aim. That is what happens with us. If I say I have to jump from here to the next point, I won't be able to jump because it is a long jump, and for long jump you need to come from back. Because if I will jump from here, it is quite possible that the jump I will be taking will be a short jump. So I will have to go back, will have to run a bit and then take a jump. So that is called stepping back and coming with more energy. Clear? So if you have some breath left with you, if you have some energy left with you, doesn't matter whether you are taking a step back. The only thing that matters is that you are not accepting the failure, rather you are coming with extra energy and bouncing back to the thing and achieving your aim. Clear? Achieving the aim is must. That is what we have to do. We can't lose hope. We can't accept the failure. We can't accept the death till we have the last breath, till we have the last pinch of energy left with us. Clear? So we have to learn the quality from the trees that we have to refuse failure, we have to refuse death, and we have to bounce back with our extra energy. It doesn't matter if we are taking a step back. I hope it is clear to each and everyone. The theme is clear to everyone. So shall we move to the message of the poem that we are getting? Very good. So let's see what is the message that we are getting from our poem. So let's talk about the message now. Already through theme and through title we have discussed bit by bit the entire message of the poem. Still we will be repeating it and we will be talking about all the points. So first thing that we get to learn from the poem is about the survival instinct of the tree. Survival instincts of the tree. Second, we get to know about the never say die attitude. Never say die attitude of the trees. However harm we throw towards the tree, however wounded they are, but finally they always come back to life. And it is not just about the trees. You all must have heard about several personalities who have faced many struggles, who have faced many, we can say, challenges in their life, but still they have came back. Still they have gained fame, still they have gained success and they are widely known around. And one you can see, everyone must be knowing about Stephen Hawking. Though he was not capable of walking, though he was not capable of using his hands properly, but still he is one of the famous scientists. Similarly, there are many that we can draw inspiration from because they have shown their individuality. They have not walked behind a crowd, or they haven't been the member of a crowd. Rather, they have followed what they wanted to do. And that, of course, took courage to do. But that is what we are there for. Everyone has that courage. So why not to use that courage? So we should learn from the poem that like trees, we should also have survival instinct. We have. We only need to know our instincts. We only need to know our strength. And that will only be possible if we introspect ourselves. Clear? So you have to realize your own strengths and weaknesses, and you have to sharpen your strengths and overcome your weaknesses and adopt never say die attitude in each and every phase of life, at each and every point of life, wherever you are. So I hope the poem is clear to each and everyone. That was all from my side. So now I hope you all have made the notes. Not only of the title, theme or message, rather you must have had a pencil with you while we were studying the poem. That's great, because these are the points that will help you frame your answers better. And you can obviously add your own points if you have them. It is always good to have something new, and that too original of your own. Clear? So that was all from my side. Take care everyone. See you in the next class. Bye-bye. Thank you.